For game number 3 of the Radio Vermont Trifecta. That's right, we were here as Blue Mountain won in the final seconds to take the number 4 division title. We were here to watch Montpelier turn up the heat on MSJ and hold MSJ to 7 points in the third quarter, and they went on to win substantially. And now here we are with the Division III battle between Winooski and Hazen Union High School. Winooski, ranked number 1, comes into the night with a record of 21-2 under Coach Josh Seffrin. Now they're going to look to Caden Benoit, Trevor Bradley, and Shanice McIver as their 3 big men in the front, and they're going to need them to take care of Hazen tonight. For Hazen, the story for the Wildcats, they're ranked number 2 with a record of 18-4. All eyes tonight are on Tyler Rivard and Xavier Hill are going to have their night cut out for them as they've got a battle with the bigs underneath for Winooski. Well, that's the story on tonight's game. We'll be back with a little bit more insight right after these messages.
Maplewood Convenience Store and Deli is a proud part of the communities they serve. That's why they're excited to be able to bring you live coverage of local high school basketball. They are committed to supporting our local athletes and their families in any way they can. In these times, there will continue to be challenges, but Maplewood will continue to be there when you need to refresh, relax, and refuel. Maplewood and Barry, Waterbury, Rutland, South Royalton, and the Vermont Traveler Service Center in Berlin.
At Northfield Savings Bank, we celebrate the ways you work and why you work. To build a business, to make a brighter future, to do something that matters. You don't do just one thing in your business, neither do we. Whatever your size, you have goals for yourself and those around you. Our commitment is helping you get there. Builders, makers, doers. Northfield Savings Bank. Find out more about us at nsbvt.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Why do I love to teach? I love creating a classroom where my students feel warm and nurtured, learn to work together, and treat each other with kindness regardless of outward differences. I love watching them develop an enthusiasm for learning that will take them through life and give them the skills to do the things that they want to do as adults. I love knowing that I am making a difference. My name is Nora Skolnick. I teach at Randolph Elementary School, and that is why I love to teach.
Brought to you by the women and men of Vermont NEA.
This is Northfield Savings Bank High School basketball on WDEV, presented by Maplewood and the Vermont Traveler Service Center. Northfield Savings Bank High School basketball, presented by your local Maplewood Convenience Store and the Vermont Traveler Service Center, continues with the pregame show, brought to you by the Vermont chapter of the NEA, because every child deserves a great public school. Time for high school sports tonight, a recap of last night's games and a preview of tonight's action.
And once again, welcome back to the Barry Auditorium for the Division III matchup between Hazen Union and Winooski. That'll be the number 1, Winooski, and the number 2, Hazen. We're right here, high above courtside at the Barry Auditorium for this matchup tonight. Now let's take a look at these two teams and see how they got here. In the first round, Hazen, ranked number 2, had to beat number 15, Mill River. They took care of them 82-17. In the second round, number 2, Hazen, took on number 10, Windsor. They took care of them 52-31. Finally, it was the match of the year. The match of the year as Hazen Union took on Williamstown, the number 2 and the number 3 teams, and Hazen comes out with a 48-45 victory in what was one of the best games we've seen all year. In terms of Winooski, ranked number 1, they come into the night with a record of 21-2. They took care of, let's go back to see the Raiders, rated number 16, 72-41. And then Winooski went on to beat Mid-Vermont Christian at 61-34. And they wrapped it all up by taking care of Virgins, the number 2 team, 64-41. Winooski, ranked number 1, comes into the night with a record of 21-2 under Josh Safran. They have got a very strong basketball team. We'll watch for them tonight as they work it up court. Rather different and unorthodox in as much as it's a lot like playing street ball. Hazen, on the other hand, they're ranked number 2, 18-4 under Aaron Hill. Boy, they're going to need Trevor Rivard tonight. But anyway, that's how this one's going to play out. And that is going to be the street ball team versus the disciplined, well-worked team. And as though I think probably Hazen is a little on the shorter side, I don't know how they're going to match up in the front court. We'll find that out in a minute. We'll be back and go into the coach's corner right after this.
Why do I love to do the thing?
Just another
home and complete your basement team far into the
Vermont Travelers.
Only one.
Tonight in Coach's Corner, we're talking to Aaron Hill from Hazen Union High School. Coach, congratulations for getting here. Great accomplishment. You've been here before, but every time is special. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, no question about it. This place is awesome. Best place to play basketball in Vermont, without a doubt. So, no, it's special every time. It never gets old, and just life experience.
Coach, you had an extra day you weren't planning on. Were you able to use that in terms of resting up the team, doing some more research? What happened on the unexpected day off?
Well, for us, it actually was great because we had a couple of kids, Carter in particular, who had cramped up terribly the day before. We were pretty beat up, pretty sore. That was a war we went through the other night against Williamstown. That was a lot of emotion and a lot of just fight to get through it. They're a heck of a team. And so that extra day definitely, hopefully, gave us some time to heal, and we needed it.
Good. And did you use that time to do a little research on the opponent?
Oh, yeah, of course. But we did quite a bit of research the night before, too. And what a great team, great athletes on that team. That point guard's as good a point guard as there is in Vermont. So, yeah, we got our hands full, but we're really excited for the challenge.
So, Coach, as you come out tonight, is you just going to bring your A game, or you got a little tweak going on? How are you planning on playing the finals?
I think, one of the biggest things I've learned over the years is you got to be who you are. And if you try to make any big drastic changes, it usually backfires on you. That said, you're going to tweak some things, and they have some real strengths that you got to take care of. So I'm confident with the way our kids will come out, and they always make me proud. They play their guts out. And so whatever happens, I'm going to be proud of these guys no matter what.
That's the story, Coach. That's about all we can ask. That's all from Hazen. We'll be back with the rest of the pregame right after this.
Supplier Expander. You're selling a lot of places.
Right. It's all on W Basement T.
Our friends in Caledonia, certainly over in Lamoille, this is going to be one whale of a basketball game. We'll start off by introducing the Hazen Union Wildcats. With a record of 18-4, the Wildcats come in ranked number 2. Their coach is Aaron Hill, and they will be in their bright red trimmed with blue and white uniforms. Here is their starting lineup. A 6-foot junior wearing number 4, Jaden Baker. A 6'1" sophomore wearing number 11, Xavier Hill. A 5'11" senior wearing number 12, Carter Hill. A 6'4" junior wearing number 15, Tyler Rivard. And rounding out the starting lineup for Hazen Union is going to be a 6'2" junior wearing number 25, Lincoln Mashad. And now for the rest of the bench tonight, we will introduce a 6-foot senior wearing number 2, Asha Gould. A 5'8" freshman wearing number 5, Gavin Stratton. A 6-foot sophomore wearing number 21, Gabe Mashad. A 6'2" sophomore wearing number 22, Fenton Meyer. A 6'3" sophomore wearing number 23, Ryan Morrison. And rounding out the lineup for the Hazen Union Wildcats is a 6'2" senior wearing number 24, Riker Willett. And now for the starting lineup for the Winooski Spartans, here is their starting lineup. A 5'8" junior wearing number 2, Trayvon Bradley. A 6'4" junior wearing number 4, Danielle Surma. A 6'1" senior wearing number 5, Saras McIver. A 5'10" senior wearing number 10, Camden Benoit. A 5'8" junior wearing number 11, Aiden Johnson. And that's going to take care of the starting lineup for Winooski. They will come out tonight wearing their white uniforms trimmed with green. They're coached by Joff Safran. And they, as I mentioned, come into the night with a record of 21-2. And they are seeded number 1. So the matchup between number 1 and number 2, it's very interesting. Both teams, it's been a long time since they actually got each other in a schedule. And they were only looking at film of each other all year long this year. Did not have a chance to have some close contact. I'm sure, though, that there were some scouting trips on both sides of the bench, and as you know how that turns out. When I talked to both coaches, and I actually didn't get a chance to get much in with Josh Safran, the reason we're running late tonight is because Winooski was late. There was no problem; they were just late, so that's why we're coming on late in the evening. But I did talk to Aaron Hill at length, and Aaron was very interesting. He noted that these guys they have a very free style of basketball. And he, again, echoed some sentiments from a number of coaches as well as media people. And that is the 5'8 junior, Trevin Bradley. This guy makes it happen. You'll hear me talk about number 2 all night long. He's got the shot from the inside. He's got the shot from the outside. He's going to mix it up underneath with all kinds of putbacks. He did a couple of acrobatic ones the other night, and he caught me off guard against Virginia. And then, of course, Bradley is going to work out very, very nicely with 6'4 junior Daniel Surma. Surma and Bradley have this, back and forth thing going. So we recognize when they're on the court together, that's going to be a good pair to watch and keep an eye on. And once again, going back to the freestyle kind of basketball, it's just a little bit different than we're used to seeing. I'll talk about it as the game goes on. But certainly Virginia, who had actually beaten Winooski the week before the playdowns, they just couldn't come back. They didn't have the horses to come back. And I think that's going to be an interesting point, and that is how deep this Winooski bench can go. We know Hazen's good at least 3 deep. So the story tonight is going to be, how do these two teams match up? How do their styles match up? We're going to find out in just a minute. We'll be right back with the opening tip-off right after this.
Of high school educating arthritis technology.org.
The water out. Northfield Savings Bank.
Winooski, what a voice that guy's got. Now he cheers on the Winooski team. All right, everybody, this is it. This is the trifecta. Stepping up to the middle tonight is going to be Daniel Surma, 6 foot, let's say 6'4", junior. He's going to face off tonight with Tyler Rivard. Tyler is, he's listed at 6'4", and Surma's got him by 2 inches, so what do you think? Here's the opening tip-off. Come down to the backcourt. It's Winooski. Setting it up is Aiden Johnson into the forecourt. Trayvon Bradley into the right side, working with the left hand. Nothing happening on the right side. Hazen stays to the zone. Spin move into the middle. Kick over to the corner. Here's the look. Ball's in the air. Off the rim, no. Rebound, Tyler Rivard. Into the forecourt. Onto the left side, Jaden Baker. Baker one-on-one with Bradley. He'll dish it up to Carter. Down under. Nice fake. Good foul. Oh, what a nice play by Tyler Rivard. Rivard had Daniel Surma right up in midair, and he caught him for the foul. Smart play early on here by Tyler Rivard. He'll step up to the foul line. Rivard, the 6'4" junior. Eyes it. A little bit too much juice on it. He may be just a little bit tense seeing what he's going to go up against. Back to the foul line. Got it. Hazen on board first. Here comes Winooski, slow and easy. Trayvon Bradley off to the left side with a left-hand dribble, behind the back. Then out. Carter Hill right in his face. He'll kick down low. Here's pass underneath. Benoit shot up, no good. Here's the putback, no good. Another putback, got it for 2. Daniel Surma, the 6'4" junior. Hazen looking at a full court press. Quick pass down low. Underneath, nowhere to go. Turnaround shot by Carter Hill, no good. But here's the putback by Rivard, no. Second putback for 2. Tyler Rivard is fired up. Hazen up 3-2. 6:48 left to go in the first. This is Cerise MacGyver. Cerise with the left hand heads to the middle. He's going to go down the lane. Going to lose the basketball. Recovered by Benoit. Into the corner now, eyeing the basket. MacGyver shoots one up off the rim, no good. Rebound's going to come down. I got 2 bodies on the deck, and Hazen comes up with the basketball. Stolen away quickly. Here's the layup. Got it for 2. That's Aiden Johnson. Aiden Johnson picks the pocket, lays it up for 2. 4-3 is the story. Tyler Rivard with the basketball into the front court. Bounce pass down low. Oh, boy. Lincoln Mashad had a perfect layup, and he couldn't catch the basketball. Going to go back the other way with Winooski. Official orders the players to put the shirt inside the shorts. They don't like that. Trayvon Bradley with the basketball into the forecourt. Off to the right side he goes. His team is up by 1, 4-3. Bradley, stop, pull up, shot in the air, off the rim, no good. There's a big rebound by Xavier Hill. Pass up court, he's got a runner on the right side. Ball's in the air, no. Quick rebound, no. Rejected. Once again, it's Hazen with the basketball. They're going to charge the hold, and it's going to come back against Winooski. Whistle and a foul is going to come back against Aiden Johnson. That'll be his first. So Hayden with 4 bites at the apple, no fruit, and they just hung right in there. Looking for the inbound pass. Here's Rivard. 1 dribble shot. Got it for 2. Tyler Rivard puts Hazen up by 1, 5-4. Quickly into the forecourt. Here comes Trayvon Bradley. Bradley with a right-hand dribble up the head of the key. It's MacGyver. MacGyver will give it up. This is Aiden Johnson with the basketball. Johnson eases off to the right side. Looks for a hole inside. Can't find one. Wants the baseline. Double team. Up to the outside. Rivard almost steals it. Quick pass up to Trayvon Bradley. Bradley being guarded by Carter Hill. He's going to work it off to the right side, then head to the paint. Spin move. Outside. Ball's in the air. Off the rim. No good. Rebound comes down. Good grab by Mashad. Mashad in the backcourt as Xavier Hill sends it right back over. Tyler Rivard, backdoor pass, reverse layup, got it for 2. Carter Hill, holy Toledo! Carter Hill, unbelievable give and go. Kicked off by Rivard. Back the other way, there's a 3-ball. Bada bing! Trayvon Bradley. He prances up to the crowd. He wants the credit. 7-7 is the story. Hazen with the basketball. This is going to go down underneath. Last touch by Winooski. I forgot to mention to you that when Trayvon Bradley hits a 3, he does a dance for the crowd. Back the other way, this is Hazen. Xavier Hill. Underneath. Nope. There he is. He finds Rivard. He goes up for the shot and gets mugged. He got absolutely mugged. Aiden Johnson is going to get the foul. It's his second one. You got to credit Tyler Rivard because he put a fake on him that took Aiden Johnson out of his shoes. Nice play by the junior Rivard. He'll step up to the foul line. 5 points on the night. He's 1 for 2 at the foul line. Ball's in the air. Just kisses the front of the rim. 7-7. We're all tied up with 4:33 in the first. Once again, Rivard at the foul line for Hazen. Guys it, shoots it. Round the rim and out. Rebound Winooski. Here they come from the backcourt. They're going to set it up to Trayvon Bradley. He'll work off the right side. Dish it up. This is MacGyver. Cerise MacGyver is going to hand it off to the right side. Here's the work by Paris. Nothing for him. Back outside Bradley. Bradley and Carter Hill going at it. He has to pull up the dribble, give it over to MacGyver. MacGyver now looks at the basket. He's got Rivard all over him. He's trying to crack that inner lane. Can't do it. He'll kick it out. Here's the quick shot from the underneath. Ball's in the air. No good. Here's the putback. No good. Rebound. And Rivard gets mugged back in the backcourt. He finally unloads it. Xavier Hill sends it up in the middle. Tyler Rivard over to the left side. Here's a long look by Jaden Baker. It's off the rim. No good. This will go out of bounds. Interesting that Winooski let it go out of bounds. I think they needed a little breather. Hazen running them hard in the first 5 minutes. We're tied at 7. You can see the difference in conditioning already into the game. Here's Bradley into the forecourt. He'll set it up onto the right side. Trayvon's quick pass onto the right side. MacGyver. And now the left wing. Looking for a cutter down the middle. Nobody's open. You're going to reset the table now. Give the ball up to MacGyver on the left wing. MacGyver heads down the lane, loses the basketball, stolen away. This is going to be Carter Hill. And the whistle and a foul is going to come back. Looks like they're looking at Sam Paris. Yes, they are. Paris was upset that Hill had beat him on a layup and just grabbed him by the arm so he couldn't shoot the ball. Hazen basketball in the front end. All the way out. This is Carter Hill. Carter with the dribble, hands it up to Rivard. Now Xavier. He's got Carter Hill. They're going to double team him. Carter needs a little help. Bounce pass up. Got Rivard right there. Nice outlet. Over to Jaden Baker. Baker's going to give it over to Xavier. Xavier fakes the 3. Sends it back on top. They're going to start it again. Working the basketball is Jaden Baker. That was one of those passes that just should not have happened. and not in the state championship game. 7-7 is the story. 2:50 left to go here in the first half. Traven Bradley sets the stage for Winooski. They're tied at 7. Over to the right side, that's McIver. McIver looks for a cutter. Nobody's home. Instead, he'll dish it over into the corner. Sam Paris with the basketball. Paris, slow left-hand dribble up on top to Benoit. Quick pass onto the left side, McIver. He dribbles to the baseline. Spin move. No good. Now on top, Benoit all alone. Rims it out. Big rebound underneath by Jaden Baker. Up court, Lick side. This is going to be Xavier Hill. Xavier's going to lose the basketball. 4 players on the deck. 4 players on the deck. Last touch by Tyler Rivard. Josh Schuer is just furious with the official. He is yelling at the official. He should be getting a technical. Wow. I'm surprised they're letting him get away with that. This is Trayvon Bradley bringing the ball up court. Quick pass over to the left side, holding on to it, not going anywhere, is going to be Camden Benoit. They left him alone, didn't know what to do with it. Now back on top, this is Bradley, long 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Carter Hill. One and done for Winooski. Here come the Hazen Wildcats over to the right side. Asha Gould looks, can't unload it. Carter Hill down the lane. Here's the layup. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Rivard, put back, no. Rivard, put back again, yes. Tyler Rivard. Wow, 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 wow. Boom, shakalaka. Into the forecourt, here it comes. Long dish by Trayvon Bradley, doesn't make it. Rebound comes down. This is going to be Xavier Hill, and he's getting mugged by Camden Benoit all the way up court. Bounce pass. This is Carter Hill. Underneath. There's the block. This is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Hazen. So it was a good attempt by Tyler Rivard, but boy, he was surrounded down there. Winooski really, really quick in that gathering defense. Bradley listened to the coach. Team is down by 2. Minute 12 in the first. Trayvon Bradley with the basketball. Face full of Carter Hill. Onto the right side. Here's the quick pass. Into the outside comes McIver. Spin move. No way to do it. Can't complete the spin. That's like a ballet dancer getting half a turn. Trayvon Bradley now up at the head of the key. Dump pass underneath. Who's going to get it? Last touch by Asher Gould. They were looking at Camden Benoit, the 5'6" sophomore, and he was in a perfect position to take that dump pass. The pass was just it was like a bullet. He couldn't quite hold on to it. Xavier Hill's going to come out for a minute. Going in is Jaden Baker. In the meantime, Winooski will have the basketball on the offensive end. The ball comes in, Sam Paris. He'll give it right up to McIver on the left wing. McIver backs all the way out to midcourt in the corner next to the out-of-bounds line. He's going to sit there. And guess what? Tyler Rivard's not going to follow him. Rivard backs off. He's going to hold it there too long. I'm counting. I see the official counting. Now he makes his move. Down the left side, kick out to the back side, nothing. One more time. Cerise McIver heads into the paint, kick out, right side, ball's in the air by Paris. Off the rim, no good. And look at him bump Xavier Hill down the lane to the right side. Ball comes out now. Carter Hill with the 3 off the rim, no good. And at the buzzer, here's the story. It's going to be Hazen 9, Winooski 7. And folks, I've been using the word gritty all day. This is smash mouth basketball. We'll be right back.
Why do I love to teach? I love creating a classroom where my students feel warm and nurtured, learn to work together, and treat each other with kindness regardless of outward differences. I love watching them develop an enthusiasm for learning that will take them through life and give them the skills to do the things that they want to do as adults. I love knowing that I am making a difference. My name is Nora Skolnick. I teach at Randolph Elementary School, and that is why I love to teach.
Brought to you by the women and men of Vermont NEA.
At Northfield Savings Bank, we celebrate the ways you work and why you work. To build a business, to make a brighter future, to do something that matters. You don't do just one thing in your business. Neither do we. Whatever your size, you have goals for yourself and those around you. Our commitment is helping you get there. Builders, makers, doers. Northfield Savings Bank. Find out more about us at nsbvt.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
96.1 WDEV FM Warren, 96.5 W243 AT Barry, 98.3 W252 CU Montpelier, AM 550 WDEV Waterbury.
Game number 3 of Radio Vermont's triple header today. And here's the story. Right now, Hazen is up over number 1 seed Winooski. This is Hazen basketball. Off to the right side. This is Jaden Baker. Slow dribble. Asher Gould deep to the left corner. He'll take it back. Fake the 3. Looks to the center. Rivard's not open. Onto the left side. All the way cross court. This 2-1-2 zone defense of Winooski is following the basketball. And Asher Gould traveled. Ay. That's got to be tough. There was nobody around him. Winooski basketball. Trayvon Bradley. Bradley now works the ball up court. Zigzag dribble. Tries to go to the middle. They close the door. Quick pass out to the left side. That's Paris on the left side. Paris heads to the paint. No place to go. Dishes it right back to the outside. He's got Bourget in there. There's a long shot by MacGyver off the rim. Fight for the rebound. Who's going to get it? Looks like Hazen. Now it's going to be Winooski. They got a player all alone. Here's the layup. Got it for 2. Daniel Surma. All by himself on that one, 9-9. We got a tie score here. 7:05 left to go in the half. Rivard up court onto the left side. He's got Lincoln Michaud back to Rivard. There he's going in for the layup, whistle, and a foul. That was a smart play by Rivard, let me tell you. Cherise MacGyver gets the call. That'll be his first. Tyler Rivard's going to go to the foul line. He's currently 1 for 4 at the foul line. Got it. Xavier Hill comes in. Asher Gould steps out for Hazen. Back at the foul line, Tyler Rivard. For the second one, a 2-shot foul. His team is up by 1. He could put him up by the deuce. Ball's in the air. That's not going to make it. Underneath, fighting for the rebound. This will be Winooski with the basketball. Here they come into the forecourt. This is going to be MacGyver into the lane. Kick out left side. Bourget off the rim. No good. Rivard with the rebound. Bounce pass right side. Xavier Hill. Down to Carter. Shot in the air off the rim. Bounced around. Carter's going to get his rebound. Tip to the outside. This is going to be picked up by Xavier Hill. 3-pointers off the rim. Rivard rebound. Rivard puts it back. Got it for 2. Tyler Rivard is having the game of his life. Back the other way. Trayvon Bradley. Bradley now with a slow left-hand dribble. Backs out to midcourt. He's got Carter Hill in front of him. Deads off to the right side. Reach-in foul is going to be called. I believe that's going to come right back to Hill. Carter almost had the steal on that. Carter Hill has done an incredible job on Trayvon Bradley this quarter. 5-team fouls right now for Winooski, 1 for Hazen. The ball up court onto the left side, almost losing. It's going to be Sam Paris. Sam's going to head down the lane, kick to the corner. Working it in is MacGyver. Taken away. Look out, they got 3 bodies on the deck diving for the basketball. Jump ball. That was Xavier Hill going mano a mano with Kellen Bourget. Jump ball goes to Winooski on the offensive end, putting it into play. They want to get it to the big guy. Instead, they hand it out to Bourget. Kellen over to the right side. He's got MacGyver. Cross-court left side. Slow dribble, long shot. This one's off the rim. Rebound. Holy cow, going over the back on that one. No doubt about it. It was Bourget. The only thing you can say on that one is that, and that was a tough one, by the way, is Jaden Baker had perfect position for that rebound. And Bourget went right over his back. So congratulations on that position. 12-9 Hazen. 5:45 left to go in the half. Into the forecourt. This is Xavier Hill. Xavier, cross court to the left side. He's got Baker there. They're going to play pass and catch for a minute. Quick dish over to the right side. They want to go down low, can't do it. Almost stolen away. Here's a good recovery. No, they're going to call it backcourt, but Aaron Hill is saying, wait a minute, Winooski touched it twice. Oh, he's not happy. All right, here we go. Winooski with the basketball. Bradley. Asher Gould on him. Over to the right side. He'll dish it over to Paris. Up on top, McIver. Heads into the paint. No way. On to the right side. Here's the dribble drive. Bourget. It's off the backboard. No. Up court, Rivard. Quick run. There's the layup. Got it for two. Tyler Rivard outran 3 Winooski players. Back the other way. Working the basketball. This is going to be Bradley. Bradley on to the left side. No. We've got something going on away from the basketball. I just don't know what it is. And the whistle and the foul comes back to Hazen. That happened again away from the basketball. Asha Gould gets called for the push. It'll be Winooski basketball. Looking for the inbound play. They found it deep in the corner. Almost stolen away by Asha Gould. It was stolen away by Asha Gould. The official right on the spot. That's Michael Orton, and he saw it. Great play by Asha Gould, and Hazen gets the steal. Xavier Hill, dump pass down underneath, behind the back pass. Not a great idea, but it completed. To the outside, Xavier Hill. Here's the shot. Up in the air, in and out. Let's see where the whistle and the foul is going to come from. It's going to come from Tyler Rivard. And that'll be his first. That happened underneath us here. We didn't see it. All the way up court right side. Here's the dribble drive. Bourget. It's off the backboard. No. Rivard with the rebound. Up court left side. He's got Baker. No look pass left side. Asha Gould. Ball's in the air. Missed it. Rivard. Put back. Got it for two. Tyler Rivard. He is a man on fire. 16-9. Hazen. 4:16 left to go in the quarter. Here comes Winooski at the head of the key, McIver. McIver dribbles in, backs out, shoots it off the rim. No. Almost out of bounds. Good recovery by Winooski. Pick up by Paris. Dribble in, shot in the air. No, he got fouled on that one. Paris took that one right into the jungle underneath. Let's see which one of the red shirts is credited for the hit. And that's going to come back to Lincoln Machad. That'll be his first. At the foul line, Sam Paris. Paris is a sophomore. Eyes the basket. Ball's in the air, off the back rim. They had a tough time at the foul line against Virgins this week. Coming in the game now for Winooski is going to be Tyler Bennett. Excuse me, that's Taylor Bennett. 6'2". They have him at 6'2". I think he's closer to 6'5". Once the foul line, ball's in the air. Got it. 16-10. Hazen by 6 into the forecourt. Here come the Wildcats. Looking at a 3-2 zone. Rivard in the middle. Down goes Asha Gould off the backboard. No. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on the rebound. That was just an excellent play by Asha Gould as he followed his shot. Traylon Bennett is going to get the first call. That is going to send Asha Gould to the foul line. No points tonight for Gould. The 6-foot senior eyes the basket. Ball's in the air. Around the rim, drops it in. 17-10, Hazen. One more time for Asha Gould. Eyes it, shoots it. Off the back rim, no. Big rebound picked up by McIver. Up court, right side. This is Trayvon Bradley. Bradley with a zigzag move down the lane. He's going to travel. Let's just see what happens here. Aaron Hill he's beside himself. If they called it, no, they're not going to call the offensive foul. Carter Hill goes to the official to complain. Jaden Baker is going to be the culprit on this. I totally agree with that. Back at the foul line. Trayvon Bradley eyes the basket. Ball's in the air. Got it. It's just common sense when you see the offensive player dribbling into two men and knocking them down. One more time at the foul line for Bradley. 4 points for him so far in the first half. 3:47 left to go. 6-point lead for Hazen, with Bradley at the foul line with the opportunity to cut it back by one. Ball's in the air, around the rim, got it. Into the forecourt, here comes Hazen. Onto the left side, it's going to be Jaden Baker. Up court, left side Hill, in the middle to Rivard. Rivard gets knocked down, puts it back up again. Ball's going to be loose, picked up quickly by Surma. Surma with a dish to MacIver. MacIver zigzag dribble into the paint. He's going to back out. He's going one-on-one with Asha Gould. All stolen away. Jaden Baker with the steal. Over to the right side, Gould. Gould with a layup. He gets knocked around. Foul after foul coming from Winooski. I believe Mundan Adi is going to get the hit. Yes, he is. Timeout. 3:17 left to go in the first half. It's 17-12. Hazen will be right back right after this.
Maplewood Convenience Store and Deli is a proud part of the communities they serve. That's why they're excited to be able to bring you live coverage of local high school basketball. They are committed to supporting our local athletes and their families in any way they can. In these times, there will continue to be challenges, but Maplewood will continue to be there when you need to refresh, relax, and refuel. Maplewood and Barrie, Waterbury, Rutland, South Royalton, and the Vermont Traveler Service Center in Berlin.
This is Northfield Savings Bank High School basketball on WDEV, presented by Maplewood and the Vermont Traveler Service Center.
And welcome back to this one. Holy Toledo. What a day of basketball here at the Barrie Auditorium, and it has not done. Hazen hammering right away in there, and stepping up the foul line is Asha Gould. Asha's 1 for 2 at the foul line. This one's going to go up, nails it. A little rainbow action on that one. You know, I made the comment earlier about the Winooski coach trying to manipulate the refs. He went right at it in the timeout, and he hasn't stopped talking to the refs yet. Here's the second one for Gould. Got them both. 19-12 is the story. Hazen up, Winooski with the basketball. This is a very explosive Winooski team. They can explode at any second. Bradley now into the middle, looks for a give and go, can't find one. Whoa! Over to the left side, backing out. Here's that whole thing with MacIver again, back into the corner at midcourt. He's going to dish it up now. Bradley behind the back. Bradley down the lane, lays it up. No shot. Foul. Of course, he dived to the floor. That's mandatory on any dribble drive into the middle. Xavier Hill, I think, is going to get the call. Yes, he does. Trayvon Bradley stepping up to the foul line. He's 2 for 2 here at the foul line. Total of 5 points in the first quarter. He's going to eye the basket. Ball's in the air. Ooh, that just kissed the front rim. Oh, so close. Sometimes it's better, I think, just to miss him big than to miss him so close as that. One more time for Bradley. The junior puts it up. Got it. He's now 3 for 4 at the foul line. It's 19-13. 6-point lead for Hazen. They've got a full court press. Up the right side, Carter Hill. This is going to be tipped out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Daniel Surma. Hazen will have it out in the front court. Asha Gould's going to put it into play. Looking for Carter Hill. Instead, they go to Xavier out on the wing. Back over the right, down under to Rivard. Got it for 2. Tyler Rivard is running roughshod over the bigs from Winooski. Back the other way. This is MacIver. Pull up. 15-footer to short. Coming out with a rebound. Guess what? It's going to be Xavier Hill. Up court, he's got Asha Gould. Layup for 2. Asha Gould, layup for 2. 23-13, biggest lead of the game. Into the forecourt, working. It's going to be Bradley into the corner. Stop, pop, long distance. Off the rim, no good. Rebound to MacIver. MacIver underneath 2 players. Lays it up, no good. Now the rebound is going to come out, and it's going to be last touch by Winooski. Now the officials will confer, and they're going to change their mind. I've got thoughts. This is Winooski basketball on the offensive end. Inbound play. This is going to come to Surma. Up on top. He sends it. Abdi onto the right side. Bradley slowly sets the table. Cross court to the left side. Driving in. Look out. They got it for the charge. Sam Paris absolutely took out Asha Gould. They called him for the charge. That'll be 2 on him. Winooski goes into a 2-2-1 full court press. Hazen. Carter Hill puts it into play to Xavier. Xavier Hill calls the ball from the back court. Right into Rivard, down the middle. Kick to the left side. Outside Xavier, in the middle to Rivard. Rivard gathers a crowd. Tries to unload it. Over to the right side, Carter Hill takes it. Back up on top, Xavier. Minute 28 and a half. Asha Gould down low, bad pass. He's going to get it back. Set up for Jaden Baker to Asha Gould. Has it tipped away. Fight for the basketball. Stolen away this time by Winooski. Into the forecourt. Good grab by Paris. To McIver. Up to Paris. Up on top, Bradley takes the basketball. Trayvon backs out to midcourt. 1-on-1 with Carter Hill. Nowhere to go. Left side. Almost stolen away. Good recovery up there by Cerise McIver. Now it's Bradley. Bradley with the basketball. Zigzag down the lane. He's going to look out. They got it for the travel. Trayvon Bradley looking for the foul when in fact he just did a little hot skip and jump down the lane. He gets up really slowly and the Hazen crowd doesn't like it. 23-13, 10-point Hazen lead. Into the forecourt, onto the left side. Setting it up for Baker. Jaden goes down the inside. This is Carter Hill. Kick out. Xavier launches a long three. Round the rim and out. Rebound. Gould. Put back. No. Bounce pass comes out. Outside left is Paris. Long shot. This is going to be Bradley missing it. Rebound. Kick out. McIver launches a three. He got it. Bada bing. 23-16. Hazen on top. 15 seconds in the half. Over to the left side. Asha Gould almost lost it. Up on top, Xavier Hill. Cross court, right side. Here comes Hill. Shot in the air. Off the rim. No. Rivard with the putback. Has it taken away by Surma. Surma up court at the buzzer. The basket is no good. At the end of the first half, are you kidding me? It's Hazen 23 and Winooski 16. We'll be back with the first half wrap-up right after this.
My name is Margaret Higgins. I'm a physical therapist at Copley Hospital Rehabilitation Services. People come in for physical therapy for a variety of conditions. People with arthritis, overuse, people that are young, injured off the basketball court, skiing. At Copley Hospital, our goal is to improve function, improve mobility, decrease pain, and get people moving again. So when somebody comes in for the initial visit, we treat patients based on an assessment. We will ask them some questions, come up with a plan, address it various different ways, exercising, strengthening, stretching, therapeutic modalities. Probably the most rewarding part of my job is getting people better. We love to get you back out, whether it be your recreational activity, basketball, skiing, or simply walking the dog.
Copley Rehabilitation with clinics in Morrisville and Hardwick. Online at copleyvt.org.
The usual celebration. A North Star fireworks celebration. Invigorate any occasion with fireworks from North Star Fireworks. North Star Fireworks, Vermont's premier fireworks supplier, has the largest inventory in Vermont, including rockets, aerials, firecrackers, and repeater cakes. North Star Fireworks, celebrating good times with great fireworks for nearly 40 years, with locations in East Montpelier, Northfield.
I'll tell you what, this has been one tough game. There was a lot of discussion as to whether or not Hazen was going to go into a possession offense and just work it for the perfect shot. Well, that went out the window. as they started to pull the trigger early on, and this one just went off fast with Tyler Rivard underneath, and it's been Tyler Rivard for the entire first half. At the end of the first quarter, it was 9-7. That, of course, was Hazen. And then going into the locker room, 23-16. The story in terms of scoring for Winooski, Trevon Bradley was 6 points, 3 of them coming from the line. He went 3 for 4. Daniel Surma with 4, MacGyver with 3, Johnson with 2, and Paris with 1. That's the total scoring. None of the bigs have scored now for Winooski. In terms of Hazen, their scoring looks like this. Asha Gould went 3 for 4 at the foul line, scored 5 points in the first half. Coming up next was Xavier Hill with 2. And then the man of the hour, Tyler Rivard, 16 points, and he went 2 for 4 at the foul line. So Rivard was the man that Winooski could not handle. At least they were really lazy. I picked up on it right away. I don't think they gave Tyler Rivard any credit whatsoever, and he just took the credit, and he earned respect. So we're going to see how they're going to tackle him in the second half. But in the first half, they just didn't have an answer, and he kept going at him. The story here, it's very interesting because the Winooski coach has not stopped complaining from the time the game began, and that caught my attention right away. He's complained about every little thing and everything that I haven't seen, so that's going to be something we're going to keep an eye on. In the meantime, I got a feeling that Hazen's going to come right back out. We're going to see some pressure from Hazen. That's the story, once again, from the Berry Auditorium, where Hazen owns a 23-16 lead. We'll send it back to Andy McMichaels in the out-of-town scoreboard right now.
Who wants to be just a number? Just another faceless name in a class? Not you. No way. You want to be known. Known by your professors. Known as the hometown kid who's going somewhere big. At Northern Vermont University, you'll be known at a university that feels just right. Be known. Due North.
Welcome home and complete your degree scholarships make it easy to transfer to a college that's closer to home where you can still explore the world. Take your next step at northernvermont.edu/transfer.
Giving everything you've got on every possession. Working with and supporting your team at every turn. Treating each team member with respect. Making sure you give your best every time. This is the essence of high school sports. It's also what we believe at Nelson Ace Hardware. At Nelson's, each team member gives their all and does their best for every customer. This is Bob Nelson of Nelson Ace Hardware. Linda and I appreciate not only your support of Nelson Ace Hardware, but your support of local area sports as well. Enjoy listening to the game, and remember, life is challenging, so play hard.
Field Savings Bank High School.
40 days. Brady said today he's returning to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for his 23rd season in the NFL. The 7-time Super Bowl champion announced his year after bubble in the dominant team after being called against cancer. Basketball game months after multiple scored a. He added 4 more free throws Thursday.
With arthritis, official visit, we treat patients based on. We love to get you back out, whether
the ways you work
to come out and just slam it down under, as well as getting into a very tight defensive matchup. Hazen's going to do just about the same thing they've done. It'll be Hazen basketball at the midcourt. Tyler Rivard with 16 points is in the game. Putting it out of bounds is going to be Lincoln Michaud. He'll put it into play in the backcourt to Xavier Hill. Hill now face-to-face with Bradley. Brings it into the forecourt. Spin around. Looking. Needs some help. On to the right side is Carter Hill. Carter now with the right-hand dribble. Pulls up short. Goes cross-court again. On the left side, it's Xavier Hill. Over to the right side, Carter goes deep to the corner on the right side. Dump pass down low to Rivard. He muscles his way in. Ball's off the rim. No. Gets a rebound. Hasn't stuffed. Gets a rebound again for 2. Are you kidding me? Tyler Rivard had it smacked into his face by Daniel Surma. He just picked it up and put it up for 2. Back the other way, Winooski working the basketball on top. This is going to be Trevon Bradley. Dribble down the left side. Here he goes. Right at Rivard. Got it for 2. And then Bradley hits the floor for no reason, looking for a foul. Back the other way, Carter Hill into the middle. No look pass, stolen away. Taken away by Surma. Up court. Foul comes over to Benoit. Benoit now right back to the right side. Here's the shot in the air. No, they got it for the charge. Aiden Johnson absolutely knocked down Tyler Rivard. I mean, he took him out. and the Winooski coach will not stop complaining. He's got Dan Shepherdson there right now. Dan's going to ignore him. Into the forecourt. Here comes Hazen one more time. Cross court, right side, Xavier Hill. Back to the left side, into the middle, Rivard. Quick kick to the left side, down under. There's Tyler. He got it. That was Carter Hill, excuse me. Carter Hill with a deuce off the glass, 27-18 here in the third quarter. Winooski with the basketball. This is going to be Bradley. Fall away. Jump going to be blocked by Carter Hill. Carter Hill with the big block. Back the other way. Here's the shot by Xavier off the rim. Saved out of bounds. Picked up by Jaden Baker, but then it's stolen away by Surma. Downey goes. Up for two. All right, the referees actually stopped action and then started again. Once again, the Winooski coach is right at Shepherdson. Maybe he had a bad sandwich. Hazen works the ball into the forecourt. Here comes Xavier Hill. He has to pull up short. He's got Rivard down the lane underneath. There's a layup, no good. Rebound, Fopor, going to go out of bounds. Boy, we had Rivard and Michaud down there. I figured one of the two was going to come up for the putback. Instead, the ball goes out of bounds, Winooski. 7-point lead by Hazen, 27-20, with 6:03 left to go in the third. This is Bradley off to the right side. He'll give it up. Johnson with the basketball, dribbles all the way around to the left side, shoots the three. Off the rim, no good. Rivard with the rebound. Rivard comes out, looks up court. Onto the left side, Xavier Hill. He's got Carter, dribble drive down, ball's in the air. It's going to hit the time clock, and that's going the other way. And now the officials get an earful from Aaron. Hill. He's telling him, you can't let that guy hold my player by the arm. He's very clear. Into the forecourt, Winooski. Bradley dribble to the right side. Bradley heads to the paint. In, then out. Up on top. They'll give it right back to him. He's got Carter Hill in front of him. Hill is not his friend. He's going to head down the lane. Bounce pass stolen away. Nice takeaway by Xavier. Xavier down the lane. Kick to the left side. Michaud up for two. Let me give you an example of what happens here. They stole the ball away from Trayvon Bradley, and he refused to go down with the rest of the team on the fast break. Into the forecourt. Here comes Winooski. Stolen away. This one's going to come back against Aiden Johnson. And if he keeps that up, they better call it. Let's see if they call it intentional. Nope. That's 4 fouls on Aiden Johnson. I just think that prance and dance baloney just doesn't belong there. But once again into the forecourt, Xavier Hill. And then the foul's on Trayvon Bradley. Don't dance around and oh my God, these dancing people. Simple foul by Bradley. Pretty clear. That's his first. Hazen basketball in the front court. Maintaining their focus. Having to unload the ball. Nice play by Xavier Hill. Into Rivard. He's going to lose the basketball. He's on the deck. Got two players on top of him. Look at this. Wow. I used to see this in Kansas City on the street. I never saw it at the Odd before. This will be Winooski basketball in the backcourt. Trayvon Bradley brings it up court onto the right side. Quick kick out to the right side. Surma, ball in the air, around the rim, no good. Rebound underneath. Wow, they're going to smack somebody around. They're clearly going to call this one on Lincoln Michaud. Michaud's fighting for his life down there. They're all over him. He's talking to the official. This guy can't run into me. You called it a foul. I can see it. It's happening right below me. I'm going to agree with Lincoln Mashad. Daniel Surma at the foul line. First trip to the foul line for him, 6 points. Now the official speaks to Tyler Bennett, the enforcer for Winooski. Surma eyes the basket. Shot in the air off the front rim. Wow. Back the other way. Daniel Surma eyes it, shoots it. Again, the front rim. Bounces twice. Xavier Hill's going to pick up the basketball into the forecourt. Dump it off to the right side, then deep to the right corner. Back on top, Xavier Hill. Looking for a cutter, nobody home. Bounce pass over to Jaden Baker. Baker on the left side looking, nobody around. He'll kick it on top. Mashad around the horn to the right side. Underneath, all alone, there's Jaden Baker. They left Baker all alone, and now they're complaining. Back the other way, Winooski. I've got to stop. This is too much. Onto the left side looking. Dribble drive, down low. Nice look. Ball's off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Xavier, and riding him all the way up court is Sam Paris. There's the open man underneath. They're going to smack it down. No foul. Tyler Rivard comes out holding his head because he caught an elbow on the blocked shot. The fans can see it. Aaron Hill can see it. Inbound play. Rivard sets it up. Out to Xavier. Bounce pass. Carter onto the left side. Looking for Jaden Baker. He's got him. Down low, Rivard. Spin move on the enforcer, and he smacked him. Oh, yeah. We all give the enforcer the high five. So Tyler Bennett, the junior, gets a shot at Rivard. Now the officials are talking to him. Tell you what, folks, I've done this for 16 years, and this is pretty blatant. At the foul line, Rivard, ball's in the air, hard around and out. One more time. Rivard eyes it, shoots it, spins it out. Rebound underneath, picked up by Surma into the forecourt. McIver dribbled down the right side. Nice spin move, back out. Hazen just closed the door. There was no place for him to do the layup. Around to the right side, looking for the baseline. Nowhere to go. Back up on top. Quick pass. Nice shot in the air, but nobody's open. Surma takes it. One-hands it. No good. Rebound underneath comes down. It's going to be Hazen basketball. Xavier Hill into the front court. All over him is Sam Paris. On the left side, Baker. Cross court, right side, Carter. Up on top, Xavier. Right now, the passing. Oh, look at they got him in a head hold. Jaden Baker was in a head hold by Cerise McIver. Wow. Hazen inbound pass into the corner. This Hazen team is cool, calm, and collected. They're up 31-20. Onto the left side is Baker. Baker now kicks it over to the right side. Xavier Hill just missteps it. Now Aaron Hill encourages his team on. Winooski basketball in the backcourt. Trayvon Bradley. Bradley with 8 points. Bradley to the left side, stop, pop, almost blocked by Hill. Big rebound, Rivard underneath. All over him is Paris. Up court, here's the quick pass over to the left side. Back up on top, Xavier Hill. Hill now works off to the left side. Passes to the right. Carter Hill with the basketball, one-on-one. He's working it now around the horn to the left side. Out, it's going to be Mashad. Mashad got Baker on the right side. Baker heads into the paint. Onto the left side, looking. Nobody open. They'll bring it out and start it again. No, they won't. Xavier Hill launches a three. It's off the rim. No good. Carter with the rebound. Carter on the deck. 4 players. Ball comes out. 2 players after. It's going to be Winooski. Winooski basketball down court. Here's the dribble drive. Blocked by Rivard. Rivard blocks the basketball. What a play by Tyler Rivard. Oh, the complaints are flying now. Inbound play, Winooski. All the way out to the outside. Bradley on the right side is going to take it in, kick it underneath. The big boy. So Tyler Bennett, who has spent most of the quarter complaining, misses the catch. And he's still Ratchet John coming off the court. This will be Hayden basketball. There's the push. This is going to come back against Bradley. Bradley has been all over him all night. Now the officials are starting to get on it. This is Hazen basketball. Taking out is going to be Jaden Baker. Into Xavier. Xavier's got Benoit all over him. Now it's going to be Paris. Double team down the middle. Look out, here it is. Rivard off the rim. Rivard put back, no. Block, nice block, and here comes Winooski up court, and it's going to be stolen away. Nice grab by Carter Hill. Back the other way, Hazen maintains their cool. I'm telling you, this Hazen team is cool as a cucumber, and that's what's winning this game. Cross court right side, Xavier Hill. He's got Sam Paris all over him. Down underneath, quick pass to Baker, bounce pass in the middle. This is going to be Tyler Rivard, no good. Rebound to Winooski, back the other way, here they come. Onto the right side, MacGyver. Quick pass over, ball's in the air, around the rim, no good. Big rebound this time by Xavier Hill. Bounce pass down low. Tipped out of bounds, good defensive play by Daniel Surma. I'm going to stop describing the complaining because you know what's happening. Let's get into basketball. Hazen. Ball comes in. Rivard with the basketball. They're going to tip it away from him. He hits the deck. Ball picked up. This is going to be Bradley. Down the lane. They're going to do what? Whistle and a foul is going to come back to Jaden Baker. The 2-shot foul this time for Traven Bradley. He did the mandatory flop. It's an 8-4 run right now by Hazen in the third quarter. There's 36 seconds left to go. Isaac shoots it in and out. Muhadin Abdi in the game now for Winooski. Bradley back at the foul line for the second of 2. Got it. 10-point lead, Hazen, 31-21. This is Xavier Hill bringing the ball up court. Has the ball stolen by Bradley. He's going to lay it up for 2. Nice steal. Into the forecourt, Xavier Hill. All the way up, Mashad. Cross-court right side, Asha Gould. They're going to pull it up short. Ball's going to be tipped away. This is going to be Bradley with a steal. Bradley lays it up, got it for 2. Suddenly it's a 6-point game. Xavier Hill, cross-court left side, Jaden Baker. Right back to Xavier on the right side. Carter Hill takes the basketball down low at the buzzer. No whistle. At the end of 3, it's going to be Hazen 31 and Winooski 25. We'll be back with the fourth and final period right after this.
As Vermonters, we know that.
However, dependable vehicles year after Wood and the.
On Rivard right now, face-to-face, it's going to be Kellen Boucher. Mashad kicks it over to the right side, bounce pass, got Carter Hill down the lane, ball's in the air, off the backboard, no. Rebound, Camden Benoit. Outlet pass into the forecourt, Bradley. Bradley's going to pull up from the foul line, in and out. Rebound underneath comes down to Hazen, picked up there by Jaden Baker. They're going to double-team Baker in the backcourt. All the way up to Carter Hill. Bounce pass underneath. Rivard wasn't ready for it. He's going to travel, I believe. No, they got a hold. Boy, that got really messy in a hurry. Tyler Rivard was alone under the basket. The ball came into him on the pass. He fumbled it. There were 3 shirts around him immediately. I thought for sure they were going to call the travel. McIver gets his third. Rivard at the foul line. Off to the left side, no. Rebound comes down. This is going to be Winooski basketball. Dribble down the lane. Almost losing it. Good recovery by McIver. McIver now all the way out to midcourt. He makes his move. Asher Gould, he's going to shoot a long 3. Off the rim, no good. Here's the putback. No. Whistle and a foul underneath. It's got ugly. Let's see who's going to get the call on this. And they're going to give this to Jaden Baker. That'll be his third. And at the foul line goes Kellen Bouger. No points on the night for Kellen. First trip to the foul line. Ball's in the air. Got it. One more time at the foul line. The junior eyes the basket. Ball's in the air. Got it. 31-27. Hazen on top. Asher Gould off to the left side. Jaden Baker. Cross court. Hill underneath. Rivard lays it up. No good. Nice play that time by Daniel Surma. Surma up court. He's got McIver on a dead run. This is Bradley down the lane. Off the elbow. On the rim. Rebound comes down. Picked up quickly here. It's going to be Jaden Baker with the basketball. Baker being dogged by Benoit. Gets it up court to the right side. Asher Gould gets double teamed. He's going to dribble out of it. Kick it right back over to Carter Hill. Hill looks down deep onto the right side. He's got Mashad down there. Doesn't take the pass. Instead, he goes cross-court to Jaden Baker. Baker with Trayvon Bradley all over him. Dribbles down, almost loses it. Good recovery. Dish to Carter Hill. Carter heads to the baseline, and they're going to be stolen away. Nice steal away that time by Winooski. Bouger, and the shot is blocked. Asher Gould gets the block as Cerise McIver tried a 3, and Gould sent it away. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the state championship game in Division III. The slimmest of leads, Hazen 31, Winooski 27, Winooski basketball. Deep on the left side, around the horn to the left wing, Bouger. Ooh, off the backboard. Picked up quickly by Rivard. Up court onto the left side now. It's going to be Baker. Oh, we got a little timeout by Hazen. So with 5:38 left to go in this one, it's Hazen 31 and Winooski 27. We will be right back.
Hi, this is Anson Tebbets, co-host of For the Birds, heard Saturdays on WDEV. Each week, Chip Darmstadt and I discuss bird sightings, bird counts, and activity at your feeder. You also can listen anytime to podcasts on Apple, Google, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Join us Saturdays at 7:30 and 12:15 for the Birds. 28 years on WDEV AM and FM and streaming at WDEVradio.com.
This is Northfield Savings Bank High School basketball on WDEV, presented by Maplewood and the Vermont Travelers Service Center.
Oh, what a good time we're having tonight at the Berry Auditorium. Right now, at this moment, Winooski is down by 4, but that means absolutely nothing. This Winooski team is explosive. They have just been on a 6-point run. Coming into the fourth quarter, here's the inbound play, Hazen. Up on top, working, it's going to be Carter Hill. Carter goes deep to the left corner, nothing there. Back on top to Rivard. Rivard's going to hold off, bring out Xavier. Xavier Hill with the right-hand dribble over to the right side. He has got Camden Benoit all over him. Good pass on the outside. Whistle and a foul. Uh-oh, they got to separate them. taking Jaden Baker away from Sharice McIver. Thank you, Jaden, for cool, calm, and collected. Jaden Baker at the foul line. 2 points on the night. First trip to the foul line from him. Up and off the rim, no good. Here's the putback for two. Tyler Rivard. 33-27. Hazen up. Winooski with the basketball. Kick to the right side. Long shot. Bouger doesn't make the rim. They battle for the rebound. Coming down with is going to be Rivard. Rivard hands it up to Baker into the forecourt. Baker one-on-one up there with Bradley. Bradley's going to tip it away. And down goes Baker. And now the Winooski coach and the official are having a conversation. They got to separate Baker because they took him out, but it's going to be a timeout, and I do believe that Winooski will be in possession. There'll be a 60-second timeout, 4:49 left to go here in the fourth period. 33-27, Hazen is on top. They got to get some cloths out to take care of the moisture where everybody hit the deck on that one. This has been a rough basketball game right from the opening tip-off, and probably the roughest place is underneath the basket as they fight for position. Both teams laying it on the line tonight. The number one Winooski showing everybody in the house why they are number one. This team can pull the trigger from the perimeter at any time. They've had a tough road, though, moving into the paint, shooting off the elbow. And I think it's just because of the positioning of Hazen. All right, here we go. 4:49. Welcome aboard, everybody. Big hello to Addison County tonight. They're tuned in. Here's Winooski, inbound play. Slow dribble. This is going to be Paris off to the left side. He finds Bouger. Back to Bradley. Bradley going at it with Carter. Carter in his face. Nice shot. No good. Rebound fought for. Everybody after the basketball is going to hit the deck. I got three players on the floor. Jump ball. And Winooski's going to get it. Clearly, Winooski is not used to a team with quite as much aggression as Hazen. They're not just leaving it alone. They're going after the basketball. And Winooski goes after the basketball. Slow dribble Paris. Off to the right side. Here's the man, Bradley. Carter, Hill in his face, and there was a big battle for the rebound underneath. Who are they going to come? I think it's coming back against Hazen. And that could be Jaden Baker. Yes, it is. They're just out of our view here. Baker's going to come out, and Asha Gould is going to come in. This will be Winooski basketball on the offensive end. Winooski's got their starting lineup in there. Trayvon Bradley is going to put it into play from the end of the court. Rotate around. Surma stolen away by Rivard. Now he loses it into the backcourt. Picked up quickly out there by Bouger. Kellen's going to bring it up with the right hand. Kellen wants to go down the lane, off the elbow, off the rim. Tipped away, and what do you think? Sam Paris just got a call. Tyler Rivard took the rebound from him, so Paris reached out and committed a foul. That'll be his third. Tyler Rivard back at the foul line. He is only 2 for 7. Make that 3 for 8. A timely basket for Tyler Rivard. What a night this young man has had. Eyes it, shoots it. Off the rim, no good. Big time rebound. That went way up. That was Surma for Winooski, going way up high for the rebound. Up to Bradley now. Bradley with the right hand dribble over the right side. Can't get in. They're going to go to the corner. Nothing in the corner. Now they hand it off again. This is Bradley. Dribble down the baseline, pull up short, shot in the air, whistle, and a foul. This was going to come down on the arm, and it is going to come back to Carter Hill. That'll 2-1. What a night Carter Hill has had. And I could say the same thing about Daniel Surma and Cerise McIver. He got it. Substitutions now coming in for Winooski. Cerise McIver back in the game. Aiden Johnson back in the game. And one more shot here for Trayvon Bradley. Isaac shoots it. Oh, just dribbled off the side of the net. Back the other way. Here comes Hazen. Oh, they're going to almost steal the basketball. Hold on. What's going to happen here? It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go to Winooski. Some sloppy passing that time by Hazen and some heads-up defense. And listen to this foul. I believe Asha Gould is going to get the foul for holding a player down. Oh, Asha. Here it is, inbound play, Trayvon Bradley, 3:36 left to go in the game. Up on top, McIver, stop, pop, 16-footer off the rim, big rebound, Surma, put back, got it for 2. 34-30, it's a 4-point game. Tyler Rivard into the forecourt, needs some help. Onto the left side, Xavier Hill. And hold on. Okay, now we get it. Aaron Hill has called a timeout. He was right in the middle of a bunch of players, and I didn't tell what was going on. 3:16 left to go in the game. It's 34-30. Hazen will be right back.
The world is a constantly changing place, and being informed has never been more important. This is Steve Kathan. WDEV, Vermont's news station, and CBS provide you with up-to-the-minute news and information. Whether it's top and bottom of the hour news, breaking news, or special events, if Vermonters need to know, you can trust that WDEV and CBS will inform you. WDEV, keeping an eye on Vermont, while CBS keeps an eye on the world.
This is Northfield Savings Bank High School basketball on WDEV, presented by Maplewood and the Vermont Travelers Service Center.
You know, as we get closer to the end, I always want to say to you, if you get an opportunity to thank our sponsors, please do, because WDEV has been the only radio station at the Barry Odd. We've been the only radio station at every high school we've been to this year. Radio Vermont is the last of a dying breed. So thank our sponsors, would you? Because we love being here. Into the forecourt, here we come. Hazen, 3 minutes, 13 seconds. Over to the left side, back on top is Rivard. Bounce pass, Xavier. Xavier Hill, back up on top, he finds Lincoln Michaud. Michaud will hand it off. This is Rivard. Now back to the left wing. On top looking, this is Xavier Hill. Back. First Carter Hill, then Xavier on the left side. Up on top, Michaud over to the right side. This is going to be Carter Hill. They're going to rotate around onto the left side, Michaud. Down low, Asher Gould turns down the two-pointer. Wisely. In the middle, Tyler Rivard. They double team him. He kicks it off to the left side, Michaud. Back to Rivard. He's in trouble. Almost loses the basketball. Xavier Hill on the right side gets hits in the head. Over to Asher Gould, left side. Here's the dribble down. He's going to lay it up. They're going to call him for the charge. .2:15 left to go in the game. 34-30. Winooski on top. This will be Winooski basketball. They'll bring it up on the right side. This is going to be Trayvon Bradley. Bradley off to the right wing, down low. Back and forth. On top now is Aiden Johnson for Winooski. Shot in the air. It's off the rim. Nowhere. That shot was Paris. Up court, right side, Carter. He'll find Rivard. Down to the corner on the left side. Xavier Hill turns down the three. Instead, bounce pass to no one. Xavier Hill is... Oh, a correction. That's not Xavier. That is Lincoln Michaud just threw it away. Xavier, I'm sorry. Michaud threw that away. That's a sad deal when you're up by only 4. Minute 49 in the game. This is Trayvon Bradley. He's going to dribble down the lane, lose the basketball, picked up. Nice grab by Xavier Hill. Now Rivard takes it back to Xavier. They're going to double team him, and they need a timeout. They need to get out of that double team in the backcourt. Hazen is afraid of that, no doubt about it. I'll tell you, you've got two superior guards in Trayvon Bradley and Daniel Surma. When they come on you on that double team, mister, you are in trouble. And Hazen has realized that, and they try to get it out of that any way they can. This is the second time that they've called a timeout to get out of the double team in the backcourt. 1 minute, 37 seconds left to go here in the Division III state championship matchup. What a game this has been. Winooski has come back from 10 points down, 11 points down. And they're not going anywhere. Hazen right out there doing the same thing. What a great matchup. It's a shame these two teams don't meet during the season. Hazen basketball on the side of the court in the backcourt. Winooski in the full court press. Ball is going to come into Rivard. On top of him is Bradley. Bradley steals the basketball. He's going to lay it up. No good. Whistle and a foul. Trayvon Bradley is laying on this floor. And Tyler Rivard is going to get the foul. The Winooski coach is in the middle of the court right now screaming at the referee it was intentional. The official tries to walk away. The coach calls him back. Now he hugs the official. And back at the foul line, this is going to be Trayvon Bradley. He's 5 of 8 from the foul line. He's a left-hander. Eyes it, shoots it. Oh, got it. That ball circled the rim 3 times. 3 times. One more time at the foul line. Trayvon Bradley, the 5'7" junior, one of the best natural shooters in Vermont, no doubt about it, is at the foul line. His team is down by 3 with 1 minute 30 in the state championship game. Ball's in the air. Got it. And Winooski needs a timeout. 1 minute 30 left to go in this one. 34-32. Hazen by 2. We will be right back.
There are a lot of places to buy a vehicle. However, there are only a few locally owned hometown dealerships left with folks you know and trust. Someone that'll be there for you when you need them most. Cody Chevrolet is one of those dealerships. Here's sales manager Mike Goslin.
We've been helping our neighbors buy, drive, and save money on dependable vehicles year after year. Cody Chevrolet is the dealership for friends send their friends. Cody Chevrolet Cadillac, located on the Barry Montpelier Road, or at CodyChevrolet.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
96.1 WDEV FM Warren, 96.5 W243 AT Barry, 98.3 W252 CU Montpelier, AM 550 WDEV Waterbury.
Minute 30 left to go in the Division III finals. You know, I want to take this opportunity to speak to the audience. WLVB, WDEV. It is a privilege for me to be able to call basketball in your area. It is so nice. You folks are wonderful. I love to travel around Vermont and go to all of our basketball courts. And I thank you all for your wonderful words of support and kindness, for your hospitality, all the athletic directors, coaches. I'm very grateful. I'm sorry the year's over, but you guys got to move on, and I've got to feel bad. Inbound play. Here's Hazen in the backcourt. All the way up, stolen away by Winooski. Is going to come down court. Picked up again by Hazen. Minute 21. Asher Gould off to the left side. This is Xavier Hill. Dribbles in. This is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Carter Hill. That was a momentary lapse. Ball went off his fingers and into the third row. Xavier's going to come out. Lincoln Michaud is going to come in. And this will be Winooski basketball. 1 minute, 13 seconds on the clock. It's a 2-point game. Dribbling in is going to be Bradley. Kick to the outside. Down the lane he goes. Layup is no good. Holy cow. So this time, well, let's see who's down there. I've got to take a look. It's Sam Paris. He just laid on the court. He just laid there. Rivard tripped over him. Baker tripped over him. And now he gets up. Boy, that's dangerous. That is very dangerous. Stepping up to the foul line is going to be Tyler Rivard. He'll be shooting two. Now they're going to make, this is the way it should be, they're going to make Paris leave. He's been going through this, oh, poor me. No, this is it. Now the official he is warning the official. The official is warning the Winooski coach. Now they're calling the Vermont Principals Association onto the court. The Winooski coach has not stopped talking. He's called the VPA onto the court. Sam Shepard, a longtime official. I think he's warned the Winooski coach. I'm just not sure. VPA is involved. The game is stopped. Nobody knows what's going on. This could incite something. I don't know what the status here is. I just don't like the looks of this. I don't like manipulation at all. Let's see there's nothing going to come of this. Coming off the basketball court is Sam Paris. And they made him come, well, hold it. Now he's going to check back in again. Yep, they're going to make him check back in. And now they're going to pull him off again. Holy cow. So Paris just laid on the ground after he didn't make the layup, and everybody tripped over him. He didn't get called for a penalty. I don't know if he got warned or what the status is, but back at the foul line, Tyler Rivard. You can hear Winooski yelling. Got it. Rivard makes it a 3-point lead with 1 minute 5 seconds. One more time. Tyler Rivard. Ball's in the air. Got it. The 6'4 junior makes it 36-32. 1 minute on the clock. 1 minute on the clock. Here comes Winooski. Into the forecourt. Dribble down. Shot in the air. Got it! Trayvon Bradley for two. 2-point game. 55 seconds left to go. We'll be right back after this message.
Giving everything you've got on every possession. Working with and supporting your team at every turn. Treating each team member with respect. Making sure you give your best every time. This is the essence of high school sports. It's also what we believe at Nelson Ace Hardware. At Nelson's, each team member gives their all and does their best for every customer. This is Bob Nelson of Nelson Ace Hardware. Linda and I appreciate not only your support of Nelson Ace Hardware, but your support of local area sports as well. Enjoy listening to the game, and remember, life is challenging, so play hard.
This is Northfield Savings Bank High School basketball on WDEV, presented by Maplewood and the Vermont Travelers Service Center.
Under a minute left to go in the state championship game. Hazen has the ball in the backcourt, and Winooski's got everybody in the backcourt but one. So they've loaded the backcourt on a full court press. Taking the ball out of bounds is going to be junior Tyler Rivard. In front of him, he's got Jaden Baker. On the left side, Asha Gould. Baker on the right side. At midcourt, standing there is Lincoln Mashad. And now the Winooski coach is back onto the court with the officials. He is insisting on sending back Sam Paris, who laid on the court for too long, and then they made him step out. This is a confusing mess. They've now sent Paris back in the game. I have no idea what this is about. Clearly, Winooski got their way. Inbound play. Rivard, cross-court right side. He's going to take it back in the middle. All the way to the outside. They're going to double-team him. Back in the middle, Rivard. They're going to double-team him there. He needs help. Bounce pass left side, Jaden Baker. They're going to double-team Baker. To the outside, Carter Hill. Hill now works the basketball. Hill looks for some help. They're going to smack him on the arm. Timeout, Hazen. No foul. Wow, that was looking dangerous. I think the key to that was each one of the Hazen players got double teamed, and he was in trouble. No one was moving for Hazen. There was no outlet pass. So I think they did a great job being able to unload it. And I credit Winooski for that trap. That is a great trap. And they were able to move the trap as the ball moved. .8 seconds left in the state championship game. Hazen up by 2, 36-34. But Winooski is so quick and so fast. If they get their hands on that basketball, they're down the court like lightning. All right, players are back on the court. Fans are on their feet. This will be Hazen basketball in the front court. Taking it out of bounds is going to be Tyler Rivard. In front of him, Sam Parris. Looking for the inbound play, comes in. Here's the dribble drive underneath. Baker misses the layup, and then he's knocked down. Baker is knocked down by Sam Parris. How many kids does this guy have to take out? Parris gets number 4. And at the line is going to be Jaden Baker. He's going to have to shake the cobwebs out. He's going to nail the front end. 24 seconds on the clock. Hazen now up by 3. This is Baker off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down into the forecourt. Here comes Bradley. Bradley down the lane. He's going to knock down Rivard. Ball goes off. 2 players on the deck. This is going to be Hazen. I don't know what the official's saying, but every one of the Winooski guys just laid on the ground and people tripped over them. I don't know what the call is. It's out of my sight. Hazen is complaining about the Winooski players laying on the court. Stepping out onto the court right now is Aaron Hill. They're going to give the ball to Winooski. This will be Bradley taking it out at the end of the court. The official giving him the instructions. Aaron Hill telling his people to clog up that middle. That's what they do. They're in the middle. Oh, no. So they bounce it off the leg of Carter Hill. They just ran out of time. Now the inbound play comes in. 12 seconds on the clock. Over to the right side. Here's the move by Bradley. Ball's in the air. They're going to come down. Hazen now back over. Winooski shot in the air. No. Rebound comes down all the way up court. 1 second. They shoot from midcourt. Hazen Union has upset Winooski 37-34. Hazen 37, Winooski 34 on some incredible basketball. The Winooski players are laying on the floor again. They're just laying there. Hazen is ecstatic. The fans are on their feet all over the Berry Auditorium. What a finish. What a finish. 37-34. And it was absolute melee underneath the basket with Winooski players laying down, Hazen players having to step over them to get the rebound. But it comes out in favor of Hazen Union. They have defeated the number 1 Winooski. What an upset. We'll be back with the game wrap-up right after this.
Hello, my name is Eric Haskin, president of Waitsfield and Champlain Valley Telecom. These days, every major service provider relies on the same technology. We know it's customer service that makes a difference, and that means communicating with our customers in whatever way works best for them. Here's Jason Jones. field engineer.
I really feel that our customer service is second to none. It really is superior. It centers itself around customer delight, really providing the best experience for the customer that we possibly can. You know, we really try to tailor what we do to each customer, trying to meet exactly what their needs are, not just kind of giving them a canned response or a canned package. So that kind of makes a huge difference.
At Waitsfield and Champlain Valley Telecom, we value each and every employee, and that shows in the service and dedication they provide to our customers. Waitsfield and Champlain Valley Telecom, a proud part of the communities we serve for over a century.
Why do I love to teach? I love creating a classroom where my students feel warm and nurtured, learn to work together, and treat each other with kindness regardless of outward differences. I love watching them develop an enthusiasm for learning that will take them through life and give them the skills to do the things that they want to do as adults. I love knowing that I am making a difference. My name is Nora Skolnick. I teach at Randolph Elementary School, and that is why I love to teach.
Brought to you by the women and men of Vermont NEA.
This is Northfield Savings Bank High School basketball on WDEV, presented by Maplewood and the Vermont Travelers Service Center.
I have to say, it is the most confusing sight on the basketball court. I'll leave it at that. Hazen Union, as you can expect, is static. Electricity in the air. And Winooski is now gathered in a huddle after picking up players off the floor, and they're just kind of going over everything. It's so fascinating as a third party to see one side so excited, the other side so sad. And it is just, it's such a mix of emotions. Winooski coming in number one, and as we mentioned before, Hazen coming in. They came in tonight as number two, so what a matchup tonight. Here's how it went. At the end of the first quarter, Hazen was up 9-7. Going into the half, Hazen up 23-16. At the end of three, Hazen had a 31-25 lead. And at the end of four, it was Hazen 37 and Winooski 34. Trayvon Bradley with 18 points for Hazen. Daniel Surma with 8. Sharice McIver with 3. Aiden Johnson with 2. Ken Bourget with 2. And Sam Parris with 1, and that's for Winooski. On the other side, Asha Gould with 5. What a night he had. Jaden Baker with 3. Xavier Hill with 2. Tyler Rivard with 22, leading all scorers, and Lincoln Mashad had 2 as well. Woo, buddy, I'll tell you what, that was wild and crazy. And I skipped Carter Hill with 2 as well. What a game tonight. I'm going to tell you, this one was one for the books. So, you know, we had 3 spectacular games today. We'll be back with our nominations for Player of the Game right after this.
The usual celebration. A North Star fireworks celebration. Invigorate any occasion with fireworks from North Star Fireworks. North Star Fireworks, Vermont's premier fireworks supplier, has the largest inventory in Vermont, including rockets, aerials, firecrackers, and repeater cakes. North Star Fireworks, celebrating good times with great fireworks for nearly 40 years, with locations in East Montpelier and St. Johnsbury. Online at NorthstarFireworks.com.
The WDEV studio is sponsored by Sticks and Stuff and Swanton Lumber, Vermont's largest independent home center. Go to sticksandstuff.com for store locations and hours.
Northfield Savings Bank is proud to sponsor WDEV at 90. Whether you're a builder, a maker, or a doer, at Northfield Savings Bank, we are proud to be the bank for Vermonters and Vermont businesses. Find out more about us at nsbvt.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Who wants to be just a number? Just another faceless name in a class? Not you. No way. You want to be known. Known by your professors. Known as the hometown kid who's going somewhere big. At Northern Vermont University, you'll be known at a university that feels just right. Be known. Due North.
Welcome home and complete your degree scholarships make it easy to transfer to a college that's closer to home where you can still explore the world. Take your next step at northernvermont.edu/transfer.
This is Northfield Savings Bank High School basketball on WDEV, presented by Maplewood and the Vermont Travelers Service Center. The postgame show continues on Northfield Savings Bank High School basketball on WDEV, presented by your local Maplewood convenience store and the Vermont Travelers Service Center. It's time for the player of the game. Brought to you by Cody Chevrolet on the Barry Montpelier Road. Your local Chevy dealer. Visit CodyChevrolet.com today. Here are tonight's nominees.
First nomination tonight is going to come from Winooski, and that is going to go to 5'8" junior Trayvon Bradley, 18 points on the night. What an exceptional basketball player he is. Hazen really tuned the defense up on him, but boy, he still had a solid basketball game, and it was just a privilege to watch him play. In terms of Hazen Union, you just can't talk about tonight without talking about the 6'4" junior Tyler Rivard, 22 points, 2 block shots. This young man made it happen for Hazen as he took the whole thing on his back and made it work. We'll be back with our player of the game right after this.
There are a lot of places to buy a vehicle. However, there are only a few locally owned hometown dealerships left with folks you know and trust. Someone that'll be there for you when you need them most. Cody Chevrolet is one of those dealerships.
DSE.
This is Northfield
6'4" defensive Tyler Union.
WDEV, presented by Maplewood and the Vermont Travelers Service Center.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Brent Curtis for Andy McMichaels. We thank you for tuning in. Our player of the game tonight is going to go to Tyler Rivard, the 6'4" junior from Hazen Union, 22 points. But that does not begin to tell you what Rivard did in terms of bringing the ball up court, shutting down the lane to a very explosive Winooski team, and heading out there in transition, both offensive and defensive. Tyler Rivard is our player of the game. Well, that's going to do it for us from Radio Vermont. We thank you all for being so loyal and tuning in throughout the year. It is an absolute privilege, as I said before, to come into your homes or into your automobiles and bring you high school basketball. For all of us at Radio Vermont, WLVB and WDEV, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, to the many people who enjoy high school basketball. Until next year, this is Brent Bada Bing Curtis saying thanks for tuning in. See you next year. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Northfield Savings Bank High School Basketball, presented by Maplewood and the Vermont Travelers Service Center. Brought to you in part by North Star Fireworks, Vermont's premier fireworks company, NorthstarFireworks.com. Cody Chevrolet on the Barry Montpelier Metal Recycling, Williston and Johnson and Linden, northernvermont.edu.